I'm Danisurname, and my bucket list has 291 things on it. So far. The whole point of a bucket list is a list of things that you want to do before you kick the bucket. A list of things to do before you die. And yes, I do want to finish everything on my bucket list. But also, for me, it's more of a journey. A list of awesome things that I want to do in my life, and a list of things that will always keep growing. There's always going to be something awesome that I want to do that I never get round to doing. So I want my bucket list to just keep growing, because 291 things is definitely not going to be enough, and I just keep adding and adding, and I'm never going to do all these things. But it's a motivator to do some of them. My bucket list is written in this fucking awesome notebook that is from paper blanks, which meant that it was way overpriced, but I wanted to keep it forever, so I thought I would invest. It's got William Blake on the side and bits of his poetry, not because I'm a particularly big William Blake fan, although he was an awesome poet, but just because it looked nice. So if you're going to write a bucket list that's going to be quite long, I do advise that you get a notebook. It doesn't have to be a fancy one. Just get like a crappy little Tesco's notebook or something like that, because if you write it on some paper, you'll lose it. Because I did that and I lost it. I lost them, because I did several and lost them all. But this book sits in my bedside cabinet, and I just add things when I can think of them. And there's no sections or anything, so they're all completely random, and I've written little boxes next to them so that I can tick them off as I go. Some of them I've never really set out to do, but I've just managed to accomplish somehow in my life. For example, I've got 110 blow glass, and I did that when I went to the Sunderland National Glass Centre. It was totally random. They invited me up, they let me blow some glass, I got to tick it off my list. Fucking awesome experience. That's the whole point of a bucket list, is to just have awesome experiences and to remember what awesome experiences that you want to have, because I forget all mine if I don't write them down. A couple of others that I have done: fall in love, number 3, that's ticked off. Go to a pride festival, shave my hair, kiss a girl, hug a stranger, visit Egypt, meet Headley, own a bowler hat, I do. Look at this fancy bad boy. Best hat I ever bought. Ride a camel, build a sand sculpture, ride the London Underground, read Dr. Jekyll and Hyde. I kind of wish I hadn't written books down in here because that's just stupid. Run for charity, go on holiday without my family, say I love you and mean it romantically, have a New Year's kiss, watch a horror film, and it goes on and on. The ratio of the things I've done to the things I have yet to do is probably 1 to a billion. But I have actually done a couple, which is good. Be on the radio, I've done that. We picked some interesting ones to give you some inspiration for what you should write on your list. But I do stress that these should be things that you want to do. Everyone chooses things like skydive, yes, that's on my list, but choose things that are completely random and unique and that you want to do. Awesome experiences that you want to have. Fly a plane, have a book published, visit a Japanese maid cafe, attend Comic-Con, go bald for cancer research, buy something from Ann Summers, make wine, drink vodka in Russia, draw a nude model, do a 50 states road trip, go to a strip club, experience an earthquake. Not something I can really set out to achieve, that's just going to have to happen. Own a top hat, I need to complete my hat collection. Lean on the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Go on a cruise. Make fresh orange juice in the morning. Travel through Europe. Go to Las Vegas. Attend a Rio Carnival. Make cider. Gamble in Las Vegas. Take a chlamydia test. I just do, okay? Want to take the test, not have chlamydia. Visit Chernobyl. Make croissants. I've done that. Didn't go well. Own a wax seal stamp. See a solar eclipse. August 21st, 2017. I've written down the date of the next solar eclipse. See the northern lights, jump off a cliff, see a platypus, send a message in a bottle, ride a hot air balloon, climb a real rock face, visit Vesuvius, go to Legoland, own a candelabra, go to a Victoria's Secret fashion show, go quad biking, have my fortune told, bake in the middle of the night, own a Polaroid camera, visit a volcano, see a penguin, scuba dive, send a text to a random number and get a reply, crack a real whip, that would be so satisfying, own a DSLR camera, see an okapi, own a vintage camera, own a TLR camera, see the creation of tissues and organs in a lab, see a human brain work, buy something from Victoria's Secret, do a TED Talk. And a billion other things. That was an exaggeration. 291, that's how many I've got so far. If you've got any awesome things that you think I'd like to do, leave a comment and they might get in the book. But like I said, my list will always keep growing because there's always going to be things that I want to do. and then I never get around to. A lot of these things I'm relying on getting rich and famous one day and then being able to complete. So if I don't get rich and famous, I'm screwed as far as the list goes. But it's nice even just to see all the things written down. It's nice to look at the things that you'd like to do with your life and think they're pretty good things to go and do. I'm clearly on the right path if those are the things that I'd like to do. And don't just write down material things on your bucket list. You can write down things about yourself, like learn to love yourself, learn to say sorry, learn to forgive, things like that, things that you would like to achieve. So go for it. Start a bucket list, write it on a scrap of paper and then transfer it into a notebook later. Just start writing down awesome experiences that you want to have and do with your life, and go for it, fucking go for it. Just experience the world that is out there, or daydream about experiencing the world that is out there. Give me an ego boost, like the video if you like the video. Like the video if you have a bucket list, or if you like the things that are on my bucket list. Subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. How rude of me, I didn't ask you about you. If you have a bucket list, leave in the comments below what's on your bucket list. Try and give me something original and unique that's on your bucket list that you don't think anyone else will have. Like I said, ego boost, all that stuff. See you again soon.